Here we go, cream cheese frosting. Hey friends, let's make some cream cheese frosting together. You need equal parts of cream cheese and butter. This is 8 ounces of each or 226 grams of each. You need 4 to 5 cups of powdered sugar. I just sifted it. It's really messy to sift powdered sugar, but don't skip that step. You don't want lumps in your frosting. I'll be using some kosher salt for flavor and some vanilla bean paste for flavor, and that's it. So let's get started. First, we'll mix our butter. This is unsalted, by the way, and it is at room temperature. We're using a paddle attachment so that we don't incorporate a bunch of air with a whip. And we are going to mix this on low speed for a minute or two just to cream the butter and get it nice and smooth. The butter is smooth. I'm going to scrape the bowl very quickly here. Now we're going to add our powdered sugar in about 1 cup at a time. I'm using a little half cup measure. It doesn't have to be exact. We're creaming our butter and sugar together, and then we'll add the cream cheese after. Cream cheese has a high water content, and when it is mixed too much, the structure breaks down and it starts to get soupy. So we will put this in at the last minute. So 1 cup at a time. Mix it on low first, and then you can increase the speed a little. When you start to see that it's combined, then we'll add another cup in, and we'll keep doing that until we get the consistency we're looking for. Okay, it's light and creamy and smooth. Adding another cup in. This is cup number 3. And with cup number 3, I'm going to add our vanilla and our salt so it has a chance to start dissolving. I'm using vanilla bean paste because I really want that the vanilla flavor to really shine. This has the actual seeds from a vanilla bean in it. There's 1. I'm using 2 teaspoons. That's 10 milliliters. You can see the seeds from the vanilla bean in there. I'm adding a half of a teaspoon of Diamond Crystal kosher salt. This is nice big flakes. It dissolves easily. This is 3 grams. I'm putting a significant amount in because I want to taste the salt. The salt helps you taste the sweet. It just balances it beautifully. Okay. Scraping the bowl down because there's like all kinds of bad things going on here. This is cup number 4. Okay, right now I have approximately 4 cups or 500 grams in the bowl. I'm now going to add the cream cheese. And again, we're adding this in at the last minute because over mixing cream cheese turns it to a different structure, and we want it to stay firm enough that it's pipeable. So just cut your cream cheese into little cubes, toss it in there. This is at room temperature, by the way. There are little vanilla bean seeds all through this mixture. It's so beautiful and it smells amazing. It's really pretty. Now we will check the texture and see where we are. A lot of the cream cheese frosting is just your preference. Whether you want it thicker or thinner depends on the dessert that you're making. If you're putting this on cinnamon rolls, you might want it thinner so that it melts down. If you're piping it onto a cake or cupcakes, you may want it a little firmer. So that's why I sifted more powdered sugar. If I don't use it, I'll just put it back in the package. So scrape this down and then just check the texture. Our cream cheese frosting is done. The texture is smooth and beautiful. I am using this for a cake, so I wanted it more smooth and spreadable. If I were using this to pipe, I would probably have added a little bit more powdered sugar, but this is the perfect consistency for what I'm doing. We have a beautiful bowl of cream cheese frosting. So this is beautiful, easy to make, and no matter what you put this on, it's gonna make it better. This is amazing. You can see the little vanilla bean flecks all through here, and the flavor is just out of this world. My friend Dave would say that would taste good on a flip-flop. This would make cardboard taste good. You have to give this a try. The good news is I'm not putting this on a flip-flop. I'm putting it on my new springtime carrot cake. If you want to learn how to make that, click this link. This was fun, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.